I've always been envious of my colleagues in band. They have an infrastructure for their students that we don't seem to have in orchestra, or at least not that I know of. They have all these camps and opportunities that I think that are really valuable, like section leader camps and drum major camps, but they all seem to be quasi-centered around marching band, and there's nothing like that I know of for orchestra, but even with those, somebody had to start them, right? The curriculum didn't just appear out of thin air, so somebody had to be the one to get it going. And so what I've tried to do over the course of the past 20 years is steal as much content from them as possible and implement them from orchestras. And I've sort of evolved this, and it's become pretty comprehensive. And so what you're about to see are conversations with some of my seniors who graduated last semester and have gone through my leadership trainings. Here's what they have to say about the topic of community.
When I was a freshman, I didn't know many people in orchestra, and I was kind of involved in a lot of different things, but I soon felt comfortable in orchestra just because it was like I found a lot of fun in it. And like during sectionals, I saw how people were, they had good attitudes about it. Yeah. And we were trying to learn things, but we could also joke around a little bit. Or I just remember some of the seniors having fun, and it made me excited to come to orchestra.
So I felt for me individually as a bass player, the community of our orchestra for me individually was basically the idea that I felt like I had a responsibility in the orchestra. I didn't feel like I was just like, I'm just some random player here in this orchestra. It's because the bass is always a small number of kids. It always felt like we're kind of at a section of importance. I feel like I need to practice because I need to practice so everyone else has me being hold up my own weight in playing the music.
So like even though we play as one entire ensemble, each member of the ensemble is like equally important in like doing their part and making good music. Because
say we're doing phrasing, everyone needs to know how to do piano. Everyone needs to know how to do the forte. That way, with a whole group, we're all playing like beautiful dynamics, correct tone and tuning throughout the whole piece.
So true. And when that happens, it's like an amazing feeling.
But yeah,
like
but even
everybody's doing.
Yeah, but as a section though, even like when we make mistakes, I always make mistakes. Like every con, I make at least 2 or 3 mistakes. But as a section, we all work on doing that together individually. It makes it where I can make a mistake and I know I'm cool. I got 4 other bassists here who have my back on it.
Yeah.
But I felt like we like were able to like bond because of it. Because like I remember the music level from varsity and JV is really different. And I remember that when I got there, I our orchestra program has like an image. Like they're hardworking. Yeah. Everyone in this orchestra is like at this higher level, and like when you join the orchestra, you need to be. So that's like what I came in with.
Yeah.
I remember I was like kind of like, oh, what is this?
So you're middle school orchestra, you come into high school, it's like, oh man, I heard it's a great day. They go to Carnegie, they be playing with that band, with the orchestra, with the winter concert, they be doing the solo competitions. It's like, oh man, I wonder if I can even hold up the expectations here.
Yeah.
I remember even because of that, like I felt like I wanted to strive to work harder, and like I was able to find some people in my section that were actually like wanted to get better.
You just like make a lot of friends in orchestra, and you grow a lot relationally.
Like our viola section, like we always have parties, like not like to celebrate little things.
When you get to know each other personally and you sort of have a personal stake in each other, then it also helps like the music that you're creating, because you feel like I'm not just creating this music or telling this story for myself, but I'm telling it for my section or my stand partner or like the people in this orchestra.
Definitely motivates you, because you feel like I want to do good because I want my friend that really like this concert. I don't just want to do it because I want to get a good grade on this.
Right.
I remember my section leader was Maria.
Oh yeah.
And like after a couple sectionals, she kind of like came up to me and was like, "Hey, would you want to do a sectional sometime later this year?" And but she kind of recognized how I put effort in and was paying attention and offering my own ideas. And she saw that and kind of welcomed me into it. And I just felt more confident about myself, and like there was a place for me here.
Yeah, because upperclassmen can be intimidating at first too. Like just like seeing all these people who are like much older than you and have so much more experience, it can be intimidating. But at the same time, it helps because when those people that you at first look as like so high come down and then like are willing to approach you and willing to help you, it really changes like your perspective on how.
Honestly, the viola section in general, like these past few years have been really good about being like one, and like I feel like we're all like misunderstood since we're violas, right? And so like we all have that like want to like prove people wrong, and like so I feel like a lot of us like try to like do more and like want to play out and want to do more, and like I really love that about like being a viola.
We always feel like we're a good family because all the sections always talk to each other. We be with each other at least during classes. We're there during the morning practices, when we go to concerts, and that definitely gets us all nice and close and knit together.
For sure.
There's always like some people that struggle a bit more, and I always like made sure that they knew that like this doesn't come easy, because a lot of people get like discouraged this past year, like how the difficulty of the music or just like not getting things as quickly. And so like people would come to me, they'd be like, I really don't get this, and I'm like, I would always like try to like relate to them and be like, it really like it's not easy for me either, like I'm also having to put in a lot of effort and it is going to be hard, but that's like what makes it so rewarding. Building community is not easy, especially in the beginning of the year, because everyone is like kind of like reluctant, they're all kind of like shy in a sense, like they don't want to make the first step or like initiate anything. So like you kind of have to act as the initiator and you have to put that step forward.
Being a section leader means leading by example and leading through service. So definitely once you become a section leader, the level of just individual work you have to do on your instrument increases. I think I practiced a lot more after I became a section leader, because I knew that as a section leader I had to be leading by example when it came to being able to play the music, when it came to knowing the proper style, techniques to use in the music.
Being a section leader is more than just knowing how to play all the pieces of music, but also be able to connect with your section. Be willing to come in the morning and say, hey, how you doing? And good morning. Talk to them and say, oh, hey, are you in trouble with these pieces? You want to tell me like any sections you're confused about? Because being able to talk to them helps you not only know them better as a person, but also know what part of the music you have trouble with.
It's your responsibility and also your privilege to get to lead them in something, and just being honest about it so that you can help them through their struggles and through those same struggles that you have gone through yourself. If
you don't have a section leader program at your school, or if you're looking for some resources, I'm selling an 8-week leadership course on teachingorchestra.com that I've done in Canva. And I like Canva because it has some cool animations and stuff, but if you need me to convert it to PDF, where you can upload it into something like Google Slides, I could also give it to you in an SVG format, so you could use it on a web browser. But to get all the cool formatting, I recommend Canva. And look, I'm not a greedy person, and if your district won't buy it for you and you just don't want to pay out of pocket, please send me an email at teachingorchestra@gmail.com and I'll send it to you for free. And the same goes for any product on my website. If you want it and your district won't pay for it, just send me an email and I'll hook you up. Okay, thanks for watching. Consider sharing this content with others, and I'll see you in the next video.